Yep, what's going on YouTube? It's the Flies Vlogger on the planet Showtime the Czar. Welcome back to the channel. I know I've been gone for a few days, been dealing with some things, guys. Still not ready to completely talk about it yet, but I'm back. Took a few days off, had some things to deal with. Got hip-hop news, cultural updates, and everything like that for you guys today. But before we jump in, I'll let you know what you got to do. See that subscribe button right there on your screen. I need you to click that, turn that bell icon on, so each and every time one of my videos drop, you don't miss one, all right? Now, let's get into this thing. Alright guys, so let's start this thing off by talking about the most obvious thing, which is Derek Chauvin being sent to prison. Now he was found guilty on all 3 counts of murder yesterday. And this is a huge win for the black community, man, because normally in these type of situations, and I just want to say the black community, I don't want to say people of color really, because normally when situations like this happen, they usually don't go well for the people of color. And, you know, I don't want to cheer someone going to jail, but then in the same breath, it's like he didn't have no remorse when he had his knee on George Floyd's neck for 9 minutes. So I don't really have no sympathy for that guy. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't care that he took somebody's brother, somebody's husband, somebody's father away from them. So uncle, you know, so I don't really have no sympathy for him. I'm just glad to see that something finally went how it's supposed to go when it comes to these type of situations. And I'm hoping that this snowballs and it continues to that there's some police reform, that there's some justice start to go our way, you know, a little bit of luck start to go our way, because we're tired of this. And it's about time that police start being held accountable for these things. Like, I'm tired of seeing my black brothers and sisters getting killed at the hands of the police, and then that's just it. You know, there's no repercussions. It's always a justifiable reason for why they did what they did. And we all saw the tape. There was no justifiable reason for George Floyd's killing. Point blank, period. I don't want to hear about him having no drugs. I don't want to hear about him counterfeit 20. I don't care about none of that. Because at that point in time, none of that mattered. All right. At least not to Derek Chauvin. He had his knee on George Floyd's neck for 9 minutes, knowing that that man couldn't breathe. So to me, it really became less about what George Floyd was doing, and it just became more about Derek Chauvin proving the point. So I don't have no sympathy for him, man. Don't have no sympathy for him at all. Let me know how you guys feel about it in the comments below. But I'm just glad again that this is a win for the black community, man, a win for people of color. You know, it gives us a little bit of hope, a little bit of faith in the justice system. Not a lot, because there's still a lot of things that is broken within the system, but it gives us just a little bit, just a tiny smidge. I've seen a lot of people rejoicing and crying and everything. So, you know, it just feels good that, you know, that this man's death did not go in vain, and his family can, you know, I guess be a little bit at ease knowing that the man that killed their father, their brother, their cousin, their uncle is in jail, you know. So let me know how you guys feel about it in the comments below. Alright guys, so in the midst of us celebrating the Derek Chauvin going to prison and George Floyd's family getting some justice, there was a Ohio police officer who shot and killed 15-year-old Ma'Khia Bryant. Now, in the video, you can see on your screen right here that the police officer immediately gets out the car and is like ready to shoot. Okay, he's looking for his gun, and he shoots this little girl 4 times. What makes no sense to me is, now, before I get into this, now there is, they saying that Ma'Khia did have a knife. I'm not sure the backstory on that. If you guys know that whole situation, let me know in the comments below. But apparently it was either, I'm hearing 2 different stories. It was one that she was, you know, defending herself against her family, or she was being attacked. I don't know why exactly she had the gun. At the end of the day, all I know is the police officer shouldn't have shot her because it was a little girl. You telling me that you can't take down a little girl? Like, come on, man. Like, that's a kid. You got out your gun and shot 4 times for a little girl. Now, I know what y'all gonna say. Well, what if she would have stabbed him? You don't need to be a police officer if a 15-year-old girl can take you out with a knife. That's just, I'm sorry, I'm saying it like that. I'm being blunt right now. You don't need to be a police officer if a 15-year-old girl, you're trained to handle these type of situations. So if you can't take your taser gun and stun this little girl in order for you to detain her, you don't need no badge, you don't need no gun, you don't need to be a police officer. Because obviously your first thought is, when you see danger, shoot. And that's dangerous because I don't even know why she had the knife. What if she was protecting herself? And that's also another story that I'm hearing. She was protecting herself. It's like, come on. How are these people becoming officers if the first thing when they see black skin is to shoot first? What is going on? Let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions in the comments below, man. I am so tired of seeing this. And I posted this on my Instagram, and I'm seeing a lot of people saying like, yo, pray for our kids, pray for our kids. You're right. This is scary. This is scary because people are raising kids in this world of police officers where as soon as they see anybody brown, they trying to take them down. Just automatically. And down for the count. So pray for the kids, man. Let me know you guys' thoughts, opinions, feelings, all of that good stuff in the comments below about this situation. All right, guys, on to the next subject here now. Did you guys catch the Verzuz battle between Redman and Method Man last night for 420? Shout out to everybody. Shout out to all the smokers out there. But I watched it last night. Now, let me just say this. As far as the music goes, I did not know a lot of that music. That was a lot of stuff that was before my time. Thought I knew more Red and Meth than that, but I didn't. A lot of that was before my time, like late 80s, early 90s. So as far as the music goes, I didn't really know a lot of it. But the show itself, I enjoyed it. They brought out EPMD. They brought out Keith Murray. They brought out a lot of Wu-Tang members. Capadonna, RZA showed up. So as far as that part, I liked it. They had DJ Scratch. I liked the setup in the background. Red and Meth looked like they had a great time. You know what I'm saying? It was dope to see them two on stage. You could tell that they have a chemistry just from touring and all that good stuff together. So when they got on stage, it was just like they was at home. So as far as watching it, yeah, I enjoyed it. Music wise though, I just didn't know a lot of the music, but I still watched the whole thing in its entirety, and I loved it. Just, you know, the nostalgia of it, as all Verzuz battles are. And you know, it was dope. Very enjoyable, super dope, great for the culture. I loved it. It was great. 420, good vibes. Nothing bad to say about that. Let me know what you guys think about the Verzuz battle between Redman and Method Man. It really wasn't a Verzuz battle. It's more like a celebration because they did a lot of songs together. But let me know what you guys thought about it in the comments below. All right, guys. And the last thing I want to discuss with you guys today before I get up out of here, a little basketball news. So the other day, Kevin Durant was on with the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast. Shout out to Wallow and Gilly the King. And he was asked about his top 5 players that he's ever played with. And he failed to mention Russell Westbrook. Obviously, that stirred up a lot of, conflict because, again, this is KD, not acknowledging Russ as one of the best players in the NBA right now. So, obviously, it made its way to ESPN. And I think at one point he went, oh, yeah, that's right, Russ. Okay, so my thing is this, right? I think Kevin Durant as a basketball player is dope. I've always said, though, him as a person, just I'm always questioning him because there's some things about this man that just make me go, nah, I don't really like that about you as a person. And this is one of those things. I'm not the biggest Russell Westbrook fan, but I do acknowledge how great of a talent Russell Westbrook is. I think it's kind of whack that Kevin Durant just always seems to forget that that's like, if it wasn't for Russ, bro, part of the you probably wouldn't even made it as far as you. I'm not gonna take away from the talent of Kevin Durant, but I also feel like, yo, you gotta stop playing Russ, bro. Like enough is enough, KD. Like I had feelings about it when KD went to the Warriors, just because I'm a Golden State Warriors fan, so I didn't really care. But now it's kind of getting whack, and it ain't kinda, it's been whack. Like, stop playing that man, bro. Like, yo, he's a really, really, really good player. Okay, stop. Like, then you said Surge. Like, come on, dog. And that happens. I mean, I guess we can't blame him. He forgot. Okay, cool. People make mistakes. And in the moment, you can only think of Kyrie and James Harden, Steph Curry, because those are the most recent players you played with. You ain't played with Russ in a long time. So I understand all that, but come on, KD. Stop playing that man, Russ. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments below. Did you see the interview? What are your thoughts about that in the comments below? But that's all I got for you guys today. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, leave a comment, share, subscribe, and until next time, I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.